The Tupac estate is not playing with the boy Drizzy Drake. They want him to take down his tailor-made freestyle ASAP, and it looks like Drake has obliged. Last Friday, Drake put out a freestyle via his Instagram account, and it made its way to YouTube and company, in which Drake used an AI voice believed to be rapped by Drake, but it sounded like the late great Tupac Shakur, in which Drake's got Pac's voice saying, "Kendrick, we need you. The West Coast savior. Engraving your name in some hip-hop history. If you deal with this officially, you seem a little nervous about all this publicity." The verse goes on pretty much to question, why has Kendrick Lamar not responded to Drake? You're making the West Coast look bad. There's also apparently an AI version of Snoop Dogg on the record. Well, Tupac's estate said, you're not finna do that. Nope, not the biggest artist in the world. You're not finna get away with that. They have sent a cease and desist has been sent to Drake. The estate is deeply dismayed and disappointed by your unauthorized use of Tupac's voice and personality. Not only is the record a flagrant violation of Tupac's publicity and the estate's legal rights, it's also a blatant abuse of the legacy of one of the greatest hip-hop artists of all time. The estate would have never given you approval to do this, Drake. And since then, Drake has taken down the tailor-made freestyle from anywhere which it was associated with Drake's social media profiles. It's gone now. Listen, I thought the Drake tailor-made freestyle going into the worlds of what a Tupac maybe would be thinking, or even an alive Snoop Dogg is thinking currently about Kendrick not responding to the boy Drizzy Drake after Drake's issued a couple records and disses in his direction. I think it was super creative, but I told y'all in my last video, it's also very problematic to have the biggest rapper in the world doing that, and I fully support the Tupac estate telling Drake, take it down, bruh. And now, listen, one of the things that has plagued the NBA that many of you know I cover is not that LeBron James has decided to take shorter deals or decided to go team up with the Miami Heat or go back to Cleveland, go to Los Angeles, pretty much maximize his brand every step of the way. That's LeBron. He's a one of one. But what's hurt the NBA is that guys that are lesser than him have also decided to join up with the Warriors or also exercise their brand to the best way possible, and sometimes it doesn't benefit the NBA. That's the same situation with Drake. Drake's the biggest rapper in the world, and maybe the record had a good end goal and maybe wasn't tasteless, but that doesn't mean it was fully tasteful. And the fact that the Tupac estate said, nah, bruh, to Drake, that means we're sending a message to anybody that wants to play that game. You will not play with Tupac's likeness. It's coming down. And I think this is a message to AI, which I believe AI is going to be a problem. And I'm mad at Drake for even playing with that game, because he is probably one of the more imitated artists when it comes to artificial intelligence and his voice and music. Remember the situation that happened a few months ago with him in The Weeknd on a record that was fake that sounded like Drake? I hate that Drake played with that game, but I love that the Tupac estate said, nope, you ain't getting that off, and made sure they cease and desisted immediately, which I feel like Drake kind of knew it was coming because he never put that bad boy up on Apple Music or Spotify. He let it be loose on YouTube and posted some of it on his Instagram account, which you can never prove technically that Drake grabbed Tupac and tried to clear something from Tupac. But you know what he was doing with that, which I think legally we're going to have some huge problems in the future with AI and music and creators like me. I think we're going to have some huge problems with people faking like the real version, because what's going to stop people from doing that? You know? Time, love, and support is your boy. We never take for granted. If you like the way I broke that video down, if I made it make sense to you, I need you on YouTube to subscribe to the channel. Facebook, make sure you're liking and supporting the page any way you can. I'm appreciative of your love, your time, and support. It will never get taken for granted around here. As long as I'm here, I'm out. If you are like me and love flexing your NBA knowledge, you should head over to the best place to play fantasy sports. That's Underdog Fantasy. For me, I love the pick'em game. It's super simple to play too. All you got to do is go to the Underdog Fantasy website or app, pick whether a player will have a higher or lower stat line for that game. Get all your picks right, and you can win up to 20 times your money. And when you sign up, if you use my code Ferro, your deposit will get doubled. You can't beat that. Again, head over to today's sponsor, Underdog Fantasy's website or app, use my code Ferro, and your first deposit will get doubled. Do you want to see your favorite athlete live in action next time they're in your town? Or do you want to see your favorite artist performing in concert next time they're in a city near you? Head over to the SeatGeek website or app and use my code HoopsFerro for $20 off your first purchase. Make sure you subscribe to the It's Mr. Taliaferro YouTube channel, and hey, donate a super chat. Follow me on Facebook at It's Mr. Taliaferro, cop a supporter badge. The Underdog Fantasy promo code is Ferro. The SeatGeek promo code is HoopsFerro. And follow me on Twitter at It's Mr. Ferro.